Shut up, Oni. Oh, it came through. Sort of. Eh? Why did that one come through? I'm so confused. I've got breakpoints on everything and it didn't hit any of them and it just did a thing. It said it was anonymous, which is weird as well. Oh, even me's going to test it now as well. So that one didn't come through. Ralph's hasn't come through. What? So apparently the gift sub did, but ignoring all normal routes. Oh, this is so good. Oh, do love writing code that you just can't test until people actually pay you things. What's going on? Oh, hang on. I did actually get an exception there for some reason. Where was the exception from? It did do a Twitch sub-processor. Look, it came through here then. How did it come through there then? How did the gifted sub come through there? Hang on, what? How did you get there? Without hitting the breakpoint at all? That's weird. I don't quite understand. Let's just do this and see what it does. Am I actually attached? Oh, I'm not. Remember, folks, hit the play button in Visual Studio to actually attach. You gotta love it. Let me just gift another sub out just to see what it does. Oh, we hit a breakpoint. Fantastic. What does it say? What does it say? Sorry, it's gone green again, folks. Well, I know who it's gone to, and I know who gave it. Does it know who gave it? Yes, I do know who gave it. Okay. So then that processes into here, and then for Pie and Mash tier 1, that sounds correct. That was the recipient. No, it says the recipient was me, which is not right. I was the gifter. Huh? I was the gifter, not the recipient. Oh, have I just gone the wrong way around on this thing? I think I might have done. That might be why it's doing weird things. Subscription.isgift. Otherwise false. Then recipient is the display name, but that's not correct. That's the gifter. The recipient is the recipient. This is where the documentation really falls down. Anyway, that does come through, I think. Oh, hang on. What's this? Someone's done a resub. Okay. So that has come through then. So we've got a resub come through from Shiru. That's correct. That's come through. Is not a gift. Recipient is unknown. because recipient is now in the other property. Yeah, I've just got these the wrong way around. And then it says gifter is that, which is not true. Shiro is the gifter. As I mean, kind of, you're gifting yourself a sub. And then it tries to find a thing for that, and it's just not going to, maybe. Yeah, it just doesn't quite know how to do that. That's amazing. Okay, one moment, folks, while I just rebuild this and flip the thing. So that is, if the gift is that, then the recipient is that, and the gifter is that. Otherwise, the recipient is that, and there's no gifter, and we all get on with our days. I love it. Anyway, build again, and we will get into Quiz Cubed very, very shortly. I do apologise for all the weird shit that's currently on screen right now, but I've been consolidating all of my tech into one bit of software, and obviously have not had a chance to test literally any of it, because I can't even, well, I can if I keep paying things. I can keep paying things and it'll happen, but yeah, I don't have infinite money, let's put it that way. So I've reversed the symbols on that. Maybe a sub thing will work properly now, but only if you're able to do so. I'm not going to force you to do so. And I will catch up with all the alerts in a moment. I, for one, welcome our new Sky Bash Overlord. In the meantime, I'm going to put some of the music on, and we'll get into Quiz Cube, our first game of the season. Season starting teething problems, you know, you love to see it. Let's go to Quiz Cubed and let me put some music on for you. Sure, we'll do that. Oh, hey! Oh, then nothing else is happening. Colo's message didn't come through. How very generous of you, Puzzle, to give those two. It's the beginning of the season. I'm being generous. Seemingly not, Matt. I'm just going to go green again for a moment. Yes, new software G items. Unfortunately, it doesn't bloody work. Right. Give me a moment, because I need to find my way to the 1 versus 100 build. Because I've just been doing all sorts with my new bash thing, and it's just not working. So I'm currently running that in the Unity editor, and hoping that I can figure out what the hell is going on with it. Because it seems to be failing on all cases right now. So, yeah, that's fun. But as I say, can't test any of it without actually paying money, because that's the only way you actually get the events called through, which is daft, but, you know, that's Twitch, I suppose. Let me put a breakpoint in all of the places, including the bits manager, because the bits messages don't seem to be working right now. So I'm just going to put one in the bits manager, on hopefully receiving some bits or otherwise. So there. Put one in the subscriptions manager, make sure that it's catching all the subs, which you seem to be, but just directing them incorrectly, because I assumed so much about the data, and apparently the data's wrong. Can't love it. And then this one is done differently because reasons. Where's that gone? Where's the follower processor? Where's the follower manager? There it is. On follow, click that button there, and then attach to Unity, and we'll do stuff. So while that is now currently attached and testing for anything, what worked? Oh, did something come through? I didn't hear it, but that's probably because I've got it muted, so that'll be why. But something came through, did it? Max 20. Ah, okay. Well, I can throw some bits in a moment and see if that does anything as well. And while that is going on, let me launch up good old 1 versus 100, eh? And let's get this game underway. Get this season underway. Proper, and welcome to season 15 proper. Oh my god, and OBS, please do your thing. Welcome to you all. I hope you're all doing well. And oh, hello, hang on, something just happened and Danny Gambit's done a thing and I need to debug, so one moment while I debug. We're going to be here for a while, folks. Incoming subscriptions, NQ. Yes, definitely NQ it. That will then go to the sub processor. The sub processor, I love that name. And also that one, and also that one. So the sub processor is going to get a thing, and it's going to go and say it's a regular sub, which it is. Though apparently the value first is a thing. Yes, it is. Particle system stop. Yes. Yes. Tell me what the details of the sub are. We've got a tier something, we've got a month something, and a message something. It's not telling me anything. And then it blows up. Fantastic! Oh, it didn't know anything about the sub and then just gave up. For fuck's sake. Why did it not bloody work? Danny, what happened with your sub? I do apologise. Thank you for the 24-month resub, and I'm going to have to verbally do all these in a moment. And also, but we'll sort that follow out in a moment. What? Why did it throw a wobble? Why did it not like it? Honestly. Such a terrible programmer, aren't I? Such a terrible programmer. What the fuck? Right, another subscription's come in. Now, thank you for the generosity, everybody, for giving me these subs, especially to deal with, and figure out what's going on. Let's see if we can figure out exactly why. No, that was just given up. That one just gave up. Didn't even try. What? Why didn't it even try? Come on, what is this? What is going on? Why did that not even try? Oh, that's just BS, man. Probably because the other one failed and it just went, gave up, can't be bothered anymore. God damn it. Right, start it again. We'll get there eventually, folks. So apparently gift subs work differently. Those do go through, but regular subs don't. And that's really irritating. I know that means it does go down a different route, but why does it not like that there's a thing that doesn't exist? Is it because the tier level is not right? Where it says 1, it's actually 0? I don't know. Thank you for all the subs that are coming through, by the way, that are just not being alerted to, and all of the follows as well. I will get to those in a moment. Shall we open up a lobby? Get this game underway. GQEJ, if you'd like to play tonight's game of 1 versus 100 alongside everything else that's happening right now. So welcome to you all. And yes, we're playing with old Twitch. So if you're on mobile, I do apologise because I know the mobile experience has gotten worse. But I hope you're all doing well and welcome to Season 15. It is an absolute shit show, as you can see right now. And we are starting off with a fairly simple game of 1 versus 100. Simple in the fact that we've already got questions written in the database for it. So I don't have to worry about that for the first week or so. But how has your couple of weeks been away from quiz night? I hope you've been enjoying it. Where do we enter the room currently? Literally right below you there, Joe. Just enter it into the sender message box. GQEJ is what you need to do. It is a bit of a traditional opener, isn't it? New season, same old bloopers. Well, these are new bloopers here, Matt. They are doing very different things right now. And really not helping because it's stuff that I just can't debug without spending money. It's really irritating, but you know, them's the breaks, I suppose. But yeah, and the thing is, I actually can't test it now because I can't test it on my own stream because I'm already subbed essentially to my own stream. I have to get, it means I have to get the Quizbot 3000 account out, and that means I've got to put a card on that, and then gotta do all sorts just to test the bloody alert works. All I wanted to do was do something like this. Or not. Something like this. Yeah, something like that.
This is a test message.
That's what I wanted to test. Something like that. That's just me pressing the test button. So it means it doesn't actually fire a proper subscription off. But, yeah, new alerts and things are now a thing. And they all use my own individual bit of software rather than using Streamlabs. So I can do whatever the hell I want with them on the layout. So if I can go and do this and do... Let's send some test bits. That's going through that, sure. Okay, we're doing that one. All the noise.
This is a test message.
That's a lot of noise there. But yeah, that's all the new stuff. And in the alerts themselves, you can actually use tags. In fact, shall I test that? Shall I test that does a thing? Go on then, let's see if I can test it. Can I do bits to myself? I probably can't, can I? Because again, it's my own stream. Yeah, I can't even do bits to myself. Oh, god damn it. I can't even test that. But on the message to the text-to-speech for the alerts, you can put voice names in the alert text, and it will read it out in a different voice. So the usual text-to-speech voice is Brian, but they've also got, if I can look at the list of names, where are they? Bits. Need to go to the speakers. Where are you, Mr. Speaker? There's the Mr. Speaker. You've got Amy, Aria, Arthur, Danielle, Emma, Gregory, Matthew, Neem, Olivia, Edward, Hallie, Jessica, Joe. A few of the names. And you do also have me on Ash. If you want me to say something, then you can. He uses a voice that has been sort of trained on me, very briefly, and sounds a little more like me compared to the 5 Minutes of Fortune voice, but there is me. Where's the lovely Welsh? I think the Welsh one's in there. I think the Welsh one from AWS is in there. I can't remember the name now, but I think he's in there somewhere. May not be, I can't remember. But yes, you do have the power now to say things slightly differently if you want to. But I can't test it. I can't test it properly, which is really irritating. But we'll see. Oh, hello! Something's just come through. Sportsy's coming in with 100 bits, I think. Yes.
Try 100 so to mess up rules. Answer the questions to stay in the game. Knock out 100 players, then you win 1 million dukes. That can't be right.
That can't be right. Thank you for the 100 bits there, Sports. We do appreciate that. And yeah, you still need to brush up on the rules a little bit there. That does seem to be coming through. So the bit alerts do work. Let me go through all the alerts that have come through while I was debugging stuff. Thank you, Sportsy, for the 100. Pos down with a 52-month free sub. That is immense. Thank you very much for that. The last one with a follow. Thank you, Danny, with a 2-year resub. Tips with the £5 dono. Hello, is this thing on? Definitely not on. I don't have the donos coming through at all, so that definitely wouldn't have come up. But thank you for the £5 dono. Matt with the 20 bits. Thank you very much for the test. It unfortunately didn't work. Well, I think it did, but we didn't hear it. 100 bits from Matt. Does this work? Yes. Then we got Oni with 100 bits. Something 4 twinks pushing a car. Sure. Carlo with the 53 months. Thank you very much for that. Matt with the gifted sub. Shiru with the prime resub for 1 year. Thank you for the 1 year resub there, Shiru. Myself gifting out a community sub gift. Clive with a 67-month resub. Oh, good. I do this silently. No, I still read it out. Ralph with the 53 months. New thing. Yes, indeed. 46 months from Amy. Is this thing on? Unfortunately, that one wasn't on just then. But anyway, Mr. Vertigo just gifted you your 3 months of tier 1 that you earned at the end of last season. So enjoy that. Riff, I can't do yours just yet because your sub is still active. So I have to wait for that to actually deactivate before I can actually give you your tier 3 1-month sub. But it is still pending. Brian with a 20-month resub, thank you very much for that. And Quizzle for the follow, appreciate that. And Matt gifting out a sub. He's gifting out a sub. No, sorry, resubbing actually. So this is one to test. This is actually one to test. No, hang on. Why does that come through as incoming bits? Oh wait, I think we're backed up. Hang on. Yes, there's something else coming through as well. Oh god, we've got all sorts coming through. Okay. What's about to come through now? We've got bits coming through first. Sunny Cat.
Tier 100, it's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good.
Thank you for the 100 bits there, Sunny Cat. Do appreciate that. Now we've got a sub coming in. Let me have a look at this one. So this is not a gift, so it's going to come through here. Okay, cool. Thank you. Can I have a look at the value, please? The value of this sub is a tier 3. Okay, so we're going to be testing that from Matt's side of things. Anyone want to guess how many months it says? Anybody want to guess how many months it says? None of those. Not that either, no. So this is why it's failing to find an alert, because I haven't defined one for this. How's it come through as that? Honestly. How's it come through as that? No, it's none of those. think of the most obvious thing it could be if you don't do anything to it. Very much not many, Oni. There you go, Suyu and Topper. It's a 0. The total number of months subscribed is 0. Thing is, I know how to fix it because it should be one other value instead. It should be value.streak months in this case, rather than months. Whereas in a different situation, it is dot months. Because why not? Right, I can fix it. Oh, apparently that one is defined. How is that one defined? How is that one defined? I swear that one shouldn't be defined. That makes no sense. Oh, it does. Oh, okay, it does make sense. It does make sense.
Months and 15 season of never-ending mayhem, manifests and malfunctions.
Thank you very much for the 62-month resub there, Matt. Appreciate that. Oh my goodness me. There should be another one that comes through. And it didn't. So that one broke. So the last one broke expectedly. Okay, so that should be streak months, not months. Why on earth we have months defined in the first place, I don't know. But it should be that. And then we should be able to just run this through. Mr. Xylophone Player can have a bit of a break and we can get this game underway. And I think alerts will just start working better. Should just do better. Right, shall we get quiz night off proper with some quiz? I think we should. We've got 30 in the lobby right now. You've been very, very patient with me. I appreciate that. And we shall get this game underway. Who is going to be our first one of season 15? Oh, new layout, of course. That one. Ooh. It is Fluid Fernando. So, Fluid Fernando, our first one of the season. You can decide to play in Twitch chat, or you can join me in Discord if you want to have a bit of a chit-chat about how you play the game. Doesn't matter which way you want to play, and also think about what version of the game you want to play, whether you want to play the US rules or the Dutch rules with all the sexy Dutch music. And yes, I am aware of some of the music I played in the warm-up, and yes, I kind of would like to do something with that if I can, but I've got lots of other things I need to do first instead. We've got Fluid Fernando in the green room, so we'll welcome them in and say good evening, Fernando. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well, thank you. How are you doing?
Well, obviously, I'm going through debug hell at the moment, but other than that, it's a good start to the season. Let's say, just do lots of new development stuff. Also, there's some extra development stuff that's happening behind the scenes that you don't really know yet, but I will be revealing more about hopefully next week, as I'm basically testing it under the hood. But it will mean you get to know a bit more about your doots as you earn them through the season. I will say that at the very least.
Interesting.
Fernando, you're the first one of this season. Do you have a target in mind?
I always try where possible to do as well as possible. I'm quite a risk taker on that basis.
Oh, okay.
So I think we're going to attempt to start off very, very well and try and get to the maximum if possible. Yeah. Why not? It's a game, innit? You got to have fun with these things.
Absolutely. Now, you say you want to go to the maximum. The best way to go to the maximum in our version is to go Dutch. But do you want to take that massive risk?
I've seen people go Dutch before, and I genuinely don't know how they do it. I think it's not impossible. I would like to go US, please.
US rules it shall be with the surefire 1 million jackpot if you can go all the way. Well, we will do that game then. Are you ready to play?
I am.
You're hopefully familiar with all the rules out there in the mob. You just need to answer A, B, or C, preferably as a whisper to Quizbot 3000. You can use the public chat, but don't expect it to delete the messages, is what I will say, because this is actually quite an old game. It's using Unity 2018. It was built in 2019. So things are definitely prone to not be working in Twitch chat right now because it's still using very, very old code. So just be aware of that, okay? And if we're all ready, then here we go. Let's play 1 vs 100. And your first question, Nando, is this. That Thing You Do is a catchy 60s inspired song written for what Tom Hanks movie? Is it You Do That Thing You Do, or Do That Thing You? Mark, lock in your answers, please. That Thing You Do is a catchy 60s inspired song written for what Tom Hanks movie? Is it You Do That Thing You Do, or Do That Thing You? Make Ash say things on the first question, apparently. And the mob is in. Nando, any thoughts?
Well, I'm glad the three things are there. I would assume that the answer is going to be B, That Thing You Do, given that That Thing You Do is already in the question. Assume so. So I would like to lock in B, please.
Locking in B, all right. Is this an I literally just told you?
I hope so.
Reading comprehension? Or is this going to be an absolute massacre? No, it is absolute comprehension. You're absolutely right. But who didn't read the question? Who didn't RTFQ? The last one, Pyro Pygmy, Cart Quiz, Woke Quiz, Puzzle Dan, Pokernuts getting it wrong or failing to answer, and a smattering of AI. That's 13, 14, 15, 16 eliminated in total. Means you're already up to 1,000 in the bank, 4 away to make it 5,000. So, straight away, I get to ask you the question. Do you want to take the 1,000, or do you want to take on the mob?
I think we'll take on the mob.
Taking on the mob, okay. Means it is 1 versus 84. Question 2. What stage musical is based on T.S. Eliot's Old Possum's Book of Practical Cats? Is it cats, possums, or birds? Lock your answer. I'm loving these opening questions. What stage musical is based on T.S. Eliot's Old Possum's Book of Practical Cats? Is it cats, possums, or birds? The mob is in. What are birds? I just don't know, Puzzle Dan. Nando, what are you thinking?
Well, first of all, I'd like to say that on the previous answer, I think it's still gratifying that AI still failed the reading comprehension test.
They're still not plugged into ChatGPT or anything like that, and even if they were, they're still going to hallucinate a bit.
Again, this is kind of a similar question in a lot of different ways, but I mean, Cats is a stage musical. I'm fairly sure it's cats. I don't think it's possums, and I don't know where birds even come from. What are birds, indeed? I think I'm pretty happy with cats, so I'd like to lock in A, please.
We can do that for you. Locking in A. Is your memory correct on cats? You're absolutely right, yes. 2 questions, not even a broken a sweat in the mob. We do say goodbye to Joe and 1 AI. You are 2 away from the next level up being 5,000. Means I get to ask you the question again. Do you want to take the 1,000? Or do you want to take on the mob?
Take on the mob.
All right, let's keep going. Oh, buzzing myself. All right, okay. 1 versus 82. Question number 3. Go the Distance, Zero to Hero, and I Won't Say I'm in Love are all songs from which Disney animated movie? Is it Mulan, Hercules, or Aladdin? Mob, lock in your answers now, please. Go the Distance, Zero to Hero, and I Won't Say I'm in Love are all songs from which Disney animated movie? And that is time for the mob. Nando may have to think about this one.
Yeah, this one's a bit tougher. There's a good friend of mine who's she's about 38, 39 years old, and she is one of the best people on Disney trivia that I ever known. She sent me a photo. She went on a Disney cruise a couple of days ago.
Oh yeah.
And she sent me a photo of her winning like the award for the cruise quiz for Disney.
Okay.
And I can only imagine all the like little kids that she would have beaten in order to get there. So sometimes I ask her questions on Disney to try and like train me up on this, because I'm not the best at them. But I do think I know this one as a result, and I think it's from Zero to Hero. I think it is Hercules. Just trying to think if I want to use a thing on this or not.
They're called helps here.
Yeah, I know. I nearly said
You
it.
nearly said the word you're not supposed to say.
I think it is Hercules, so I would like to lock that one in, please. Locking in B.
Sure thing. Well, Midget on the internet chat saying, pull the lever, Kronk. Well, this lever. Actually, it was the right lever this time, rather than the wrong lever. But Hercules is right. Okay, through the next rung there, up to 5,000, we say goodbye to Cetra Andrehuska. By the way, if you do get eliminated, you can still answer freely to get yourself some doots, build up that streak, and also somewhat influence how the AI respond as well. Nando, you're up to 5,000. You're 5 away now to double it up to 10,000. What would you like to do?
Still got all of the helps available. So yeah, let's take on the mob, please.
Let's take on the mob. Let's keep this going. Moving on to question number 4. 3/4 of them left. Symbologist Robert Langdon is the main character of a series of thriller novels by which author? Is it David Patterson, Lee Child, or Dan Brown? Mob, lock in your answers. Symbologist Robert Langdon is the main character of a series of thriller novels by which author? Is it David Patterson, Lee Child, or Dan Brown? And mob is in. Nando, thoughts?
Yeah. Yeah, so this is from the Da Vinci Code and stuff like that. Tom Hanks again, coming back to him from question 1.
Ooh, okay, yeah.
Luckily I know this one because I don't really know any Lee Child or David Patterson novels at all. But yeah, Dan Brown with all the Da Vinci Code and all of those kind of things I do know, and I'm pretty sure that's Tom Hanks's character within that, and it definitely has symbology and things like that. So yeah, can we lock in C, please?
We can indeed. Have we cracked the cryptex on this one? No way, that's a Ben thing, isn't it? But you are right with Dan Brown. 5 to go for 10,000. And we're there. Can we get another level up? Oh, not quite. We do sit on 10 grand. We're just one away to make it 25 grand. We do say goodbye to Martin, Midget on the internet, Charlemagne, Sportsy, and TP8 Polska. That was Martin. The other one's Patrick. So, 1 versus 61. 1 away from making it 25 grand. I can now offer you 10 grand. What would you like to do?
I think whilst we've still got all 4 of the helps available, we've just got to carry on, don't we? So I'd like to take on the mob, please.
The mob it shall be. 1 versus 61. Oof. How long does sunlight take to reach Earth? Is it 8 minutes, 80 seconds, or 8 seconds? Mob, lock in your answers, please. How long does sunlight take to reach Earth? Is it 8 minutes, 80 seconds, or 8 seconds? Now, I'm hoping Topper gets this right, because I was actually watching earlier today a clip from Time Shock that had this exact question in it. Nando, what are you thinking?
I don't know, but if you were watching that clip, that might help me. One potential help here. Before the answers came up, I thought it might be something like 4 minutes. But that kind of straddles between two of these quite nicely, doesn't it? So it's not 8 seconds. I'm sure it's not. I think it's more likely to be minutes than it is to be seconds. Although obviously 80 seconds is more than 1 minute. I think I'd like to ask the host, please.
You like to ask me?
I'd love to ask you, please. Hopefully you watched this thing, whatever that was.
Well, I did watch it. It's just whether I remembered it or not.
I very much hope.
Here's what I think. 8 minutes.
Yeah. Okay.
Both Topper and Paul Lister were dueling it out in academic time shock, and it was in the final few questions. 8 minutes is how long it takes sunlight to reach Earth. It all ended on humorous. That was the final question, except humorous was the wrong answer. It was a very, very funny joke. Unfortunately, Paul Lister lost by 1 point to Topper in the academic round of that version of time shock. So yeah, pretty certain the answer here, just from watching that episode, is 8 minutes, and that's my final answer.
Wow, thank you for also saying that you did also watch that prior to me asking you, so that was super helpful. That sort of confirms roughly what I was thinking, but I had nowhere near the confidence to do it without help there. So yeah, let's go with that. 8 minutes. Let's lock it in.
There was also a what if video I watched, I think yesterday, asking about how warm would you feel if you spent 1 nanosecond at the surface of the sun and then teleported back. The result is you actually wouldn't really feel much. You would see a bit of a blink of light and then not much after that. Now, if you were teleported into the centre of the sun, within 1 femtosecond you would be completely disintegrated. But yeah, at the surface of the sun, wouldn't really feel it for a nanosecond. A bit longer, then yeah, you would disintegrate. But either way, sunlight to reach Earth, 8 minutes is the correct answer.
Thank you.
Hello there, Ben. Hope you're doing well. Welcome on in. We just say goodbye to 2 AIs, and that is enough, though, for you to go up 1 further level to 25,000 doots. You're 9 away from the halfway point. Everybody else still in the game, human-wise, though, they are still in the mob. So, what would you like to do? Take the 25,000 that you now have in the bank, or take on the mob for a bit more?
Yeah, let's keep going. I think it's too early at this point to go away, so let's take on the mob, please.
The mob it shall be! 1 versus 59. Which religion features the 4 noble truths? Is it Buddhism? Is it Hinduism? Or is it Sikhism? Mob, lock in your answers now. Which religion features the 4 noble truths? Is it Buddhism, Hinduism, or Sikhism? And I'm aware I pronounce it in a slightly more American way. I just feel it more natural to say Buddhism rather than Buddhism. I don't know why.
Buddhism.
Mob is locked in. I do that with a few words, but I guess I've got a bit of American blood in me, so I have that kind of twang.
Maybe
Nando, any thoughts? I am part American. I've got like a quarter American on my dad's side.
Ah, there you go. Well, I'm half Spanish and I don't sound Spanish at all. So it goes both ways. I think I know this, although the answers are kind of close to each other in the same sort of Indian-based religion. I think it is Buddhism or Buddhism.
I'm infecting them.
I think it is that. I couldn't tell you anything more about it other than that's what I think it is. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else. No, I don't think so. Sikhism is... What's Sikhism for? Oh, I don't really remember. Sikhism's got 5 Ks in it and it's something else. No, I don't know. I think it is Buddhism. So let's lock that one in, please. A.
Lock in A, okay. I think the other numerical thing about religion is like the 5 pillars of Islam. There's another thing I remember.
Yes.
But these are the noble truths, and there are 4 of them. Is that Buddhist? It is indeed. You're doing well here. Still got 3 helps in hand as well.
Yep.
9 to the halfway. And we're there.
Nice.
And another level. Wow, doing very well there. Unfortunately, we say goodbye to Manic Volcanic, Ardenfett, Shiru, Topper, Abimi, and Prey, as well as a total of 17 AI as well getting eliminated. You're up to 75,000. You're 6 away from making it into the 6-figure territory, and more critically, you are past the halfway point, meaning you get to know a little bit more about what you'll be facing before you make your decision. At this point, that means the category of the next question. Okay. So let's have a look at that, and that'll inform your opinion as to what you might want to do.
Okay.
So we're going to be going into video games on the next question. If you'd like to play it, you've got 75,000 currently in the bank. Do you want to take that, or do you want to take on the mob? You still have 3 helps.
Yeah. I played this game once with you before, and I was about at this stage last time. It was video games. It came up. It was some Pokemon. Can you spell it? And I couldn't spell it, and I was out straight away on that question. So bad juju for me to get video games again, but I do like video games, and I know especially community like video games, so I think a help is going to be good here if I need it. So yeah, I'd like to take on the mob, please. Taking on the mob.
They say you've still got Ask, Poll, and Trust of the mob. We'll talk about Pokemon. In 2014, Twitch Plays Pokemon streamed for the first time playing which game? Wow. Was it Red, Yellow, or Blue? Mob, lock in your answers, please. In 2014, with 10 years ago, might I add, Twitch Plays Pokemon streamed for the first time playing which game? Was it Pokemon Red, Pokemon Yellow, or Pokemon Blue?
Can you believe it? Another Pokemon question.
You can't fault the RNG on that. You basically set it up for it. Yep. So it is a question of Pokemon, so another weak aspect, but as we mentioned earlier, you do have 3 helps, all with the mob here, and of course you can use more than one on a question.
Yeah. I don't know the answer. All I really know is that obviously Red and Blue are kind of I think they're the original ones, and Yellow came out a little bit later, but both of those well before 2014, and I have no idea which one of those would have been chosen to stream for the first time. Problem is, if I pick an answer and poll it, and it's not the favoured answer, then I'm still stuck between the 2. I think I'm tempted here just to trust the mob. Just because, I think more people will get it right than wrong, I guess. Can you just remind me, does trust the mob, does that take into account the AI as well, or is it just the people
Only
playing?
Human votes.
Okay, that's good. That's a good thing. Let's trust the mob and just hope that they're right.
Confirm, trust the mob, yeah?
Yes, please.
Okay, we've locked you in. So that means you will be given the human player's most popular answer. And by that, I mean human that are still in the game. Because, of course, there will still be a few players playing the Shadow game. But they will be influencing the AI answers anyway. So yeah. Live players, human, still in the game. What is their most popular answer? And if there's a tie, then it will always try and prefer the correct answer if that happens to be part of the selection.
Okay.
Let's see what they're locking in for you. They've gone with Red. I would have said it was going to be between Red or Blue. Okay. I'm just trying to remember whether it was between Praise Helix or whatever the other one was. Jesus Christ, I can't even remember now. Everyone else in chat is going to tell me what the other one is, but...
What is Praise Helix? I don't even know what that is.
It's a thing. It's a thing you can do in the game.
Okay.
Pokemon Red. Is it correct? It is correct!
Oh, nice one, everyone. Thank you all.
Helix versus Dome. Ah, yes, the other one's the Dome. But that's not version specific. You can do both in either game. Both games being red and blue in that case. And you are right, the yellow sort of came after. That was the Pikachu game, essentially, where you had Pikachu as your starter that actually walked along with you rather than being stuck in their Pokeball to mimic the actual, the actual anime itself. Matt the Ref, Oni, Ralph, Flip, Flop, Dog, Mr. Vertigo, and Clive all getting that one wrong, with a smattering of AI, 13 in total. So, Nando, you're up to 250,000 doots now.
Oh, nice, isn't it? Yeah, it's it felt like a couple of questions going on 75, and now suddenly we're on 17.
Yeah. So 17 left to go. If you can get another 7 knocked out, then your previews will become the full read of the question, just not including the answers themselves. But as it stands, you're still getting just the category information for the next question. You still have 2 helps in this game: ask and poll the mob. And of course, we are getting to fewer and fewer live members in the mob. We've still got a Flyboy, we've got an Inca, we've got a Riff, I can see a Tipster, I can see a Suyu and a Colo down on the bottom row. Those are the ones that I can see properly, but there may be a couple others lurking behind anonymous avatars as well. Let's have a look at the category, see what you've got to play for if you want to play for it. It's music. Music is the next category. So, what would you like to do? Do you want to take the 250,000, which is not the maximum, or do you want to take on the mob of 17?
Oh, this is hard. Music's okay, but it's so broad. It really, really depends. Correct me if I'm wrong. With one of the helps, I effectively get a 50-50 chance as well, don't I? Because you sort of asked 2 people, one of which was right and one was wrong. Is that correct? And sort of one of the answers.
If there is a possibility of that happening, then yes. If everyone's gone with the same answer, or all have gone with wrong answers, then you won't get that information.
Okay. As far as
they're rarefied cases, but we have had that happen a couple of times on stream.
Okay. In my mind, it's a 50-50. So, as in, like, whether or not I would get that right or wrong if I don't know it. So, yeah, let's take the mob on.
Take on the mob, okay. Playing the numbers a bit. 1 versus 17. She's so fancy, you already know. But who is Iggy Azalea? An Australian rapper? A British rapper? A Canadian rapper. I think they're supposed to say Canadian. Mob, block your answers, please. She's so fancy, you already know. But who is Iggy Azalea? Is it an Australian rapper? Is it a British rapper? Or is it a Canadian rapper? With too many N's, I believe. Or maybe there's a new region called Canada that we don't know about yet. Nando, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I think I know it. I think she's Aussie. I don't think she's British, and I've had one of those sort of questions before where you get them in pairs, and one was about Iggy Azalea and one was about Iggy Pop. And I'm sure, like, in these sort of questions, they always go, which Australian person, that kind of thing. Yeah, I don't think she's Canadian either. No, I think she's Australian. I will lock in A, please.
Seeming pretty confident.
Yeah, it's the most confident one I've been last 3 or so.
Also, hello there, Dev. Welcome on in, and thank you for the well wishes for the premiere day. We're already going through a lot of tech teething problems, but we'll see. We're going with Australian rapper. Is that correct? You are absolutely right. 17 left in. Anybody leaving? A few leaving, not enough though to get to 500,000. We say goodbye to Flyboy and 3 AI. You are now just 3 eliminations away from making it a 500,000 deuce. So you're closer, but you're still sitting on a 250,000. But new category, maybe something that you'd like to see come up. Let's have a look to see what your next category shall be. Ooh, it's a linguistic kind of thing. Words and phrases. That's where we'll be going to next, if you want to play. So what do you want to do? Take the 250,000? It's still the same as previous, or do you want to take on the mob of 13?
I like words and phrases more than music as a category, and we're basically in the same position as last time a little bit. Yeah, let's keep going. I'll take the mob on, please.
Take on the mob. As they still have the 2 helps, let's keep it going. Which household pet is the word "sere" most likely to be associated with? Is it a budgie, a dog, or a goldfish? Mob, please lock in your answers. Which household pet is the word "sere" or "sir" most likely to be associated with? Is it a budgie, a dog, or a goldfish? As I'm sort of doing this blind, I don't have a pronunciation guide as to how that should be said, but any thoughts, Nando?
I don't know it. I would have thought that if it was a dog, it might be something more like carne or carnis or that kind of Latin thing. Between a budgie and a fish, though, don't really know. I'm going to need a help here, I think. Can I... Or somewhere where I can pick and there's 2 answers are given? One was right and one was wrong?
One was right and one was wrong, that's ask.
Yes, can I do that one, please? Can I ask the mob?
You can indeed. Let's ask the mob. We've got 13 left in. As you mentioned, we'll be picking 1 player that got it right, 1 player they got it wrong, and they'll give their options that they gave out of A, B, or C. Not necessarily know which is right or wrong, but by that, we should then be able to eliminate 1 answer as being definitely wrong. Oh, 2 in the bottom row, Siu and Kolo have been highlighted on podiums 5 and 6. Kolo went with B, Siu went with A. Now they can also give their reasonings why they gave their answers in public chat. We'll give them a moment to consider their responses. But we now know definitely it's not C.
Goldfish.
It's not a goldfish. It's between a budgie and a dog. So, Kolo and Siu, why did you go with those answers? Kolo just says, no idea. Sorry, just guessing what would be. And for Siu, sorry to disappoint. Guess on my part excluded B for the same reason as you did. Coin flip on the others. So it's sort of a 50-50 between A and C. And we now know it's definitely not C.
Okay.
That is their reasoning. You do have 1 help left. You can use a poll if you wish, or you can choose to answer the question yourself.
So like I said earlier, I don't think it is dog because I just think I would have heard of it. But I can't give any reason why it would be a budgie over a dog, if that makes sense. Do I want a poll? If a couple of people already are guessing, and there's not that many other people remaining, you know what? I think we're just going to go for it. I don't think it's dog. We know it's not goldfish, so I will go for budgie, and I'll try and save the poll of the mob if I am brave enough to go to the next question, and if I even get there. So, can I please lock in a budgie?
You may indeed.
No confidence in this.
Are you right with going with a budgie?
Tension.
You are absolutely right. I'll fill you in with more info in a moment.
Okay. Let's
see who got eliminated first. Oh boy! Just 4 left in. We say goodbye to Inca, Cola and Riff, as well as a few AI. You are now on the final rung. 500,000 currently in the bank. So, the sere is a term used as part of the beak of an animal.
Okay.
So reading from this part of Wikipedia here, is sort of part of the Cullman, apparently. I've never heard of that term either, but there are several standard measurements that can be made, from the beak's tip to the point where feathering starts on the forehead, from the tip to the anterior edge of the nostrils, from the tip to the base of the skull, or from the tip to the serrae. Those are for raptors or owls, apparently. So it's a certain part of a beak, from the looks of things, and beaks are certainly featured on birds. So there you go. And yes, Tipster should know. Tipster should know. Tipster got it right. Along with Suyu and 2AI. They are the only ones left standing now, blocking you from 1 million doots.
What's the last hint I've got is poll the mob, is it?
You do have a poll.
Basically between two people.
Well, the poll will also highlight on the AI, and their answers will be influenced by everybody else that's still in the game that wants to answer. So that could also influence a human response, but again, there's only 2 of them, and it'll try and do the weighting in a, pseudo-scientific way, but they also can decide again to just change their mind, because this is old software. But you're on the final row. You're on the final row, which means you get to see the full question before you make your mind up. So that is very, very critical knowledge. Let's have a look to see the question that you'll be facing if you want to play on for 1 million. Formula 1 turns 70 years old in 2020, but who, at 47, is the oldest ever Formula 1 world champion? That's the question you will face should you choose to play on.
Where's Matt? Matt the ref.
Where's Matt? Well, there is also a tipster currently still live in the mob, and tipster does a bit of F1 manager. I'll give you that as a food for thought. I don't know about Suyu, though, about their ability with F1. You are currently on a F1. 500,000 doots.
Yeah.
You can walk away right now and take that.
Yeah.
But if you've got a bit of Formula 1 knowledge, you might be able to take this on.
I really like Formula 1, but my knowledge of Formula 1 is more recent, let's say. And I can think of a potential couple of other people from I don't know, 70s or 80s or something where it could be them, but I've just got no knowledge on whether they would be the oldest, if that makes sense. So I think it would just be a guess. And it's so many dudes to give up. I think I will take the dudes, please.
You want to walk away? Final answer?
I will walk away with a 500,000 dudes.
I mean, that's a great start to season 15 for you. 500,000 dukes the richer.
Damn, I like that. Thank you. That was great. I really
Just
enjoyed that.
4 players left standing in the mob, but Suyu and Tipster Human, AI 37 and AI number, I don't know, but they're next to Matt. AI number 65, those are the last ones that survive all the way to the end of that game. And a great decision from you there. 500,000 dukes, which means you should be taking the lead very early on the dukes leaderboard.
As Matt says, Fernando takes pole, which I love that.
I mean, that's definitely a thing that is said in the Formula 1 world, yes. Let me have a quick look at the Dukes leaderboard. Yes, indeed, you are in the lead, currently on 513,860 Dukes, including anything you've earned previously. And, all that stuff is working as well. Fantastic. So, thank you very much for playing, Fernando. A great opening game of Season 15. I hope you had fun.
I did indeed. Really, really enjoyed that. Thank you very much. And
you may,
good luck to people who are on as well.
Yeah, and you may be able to earn a bit more in the mob as well. Who knows? You might be able to even steal from the one if they decide to play on a question and you get it right and are still in the game. So, very good. Very well done. And we will see you later. Take care.
See you soon. Cheers, everyone. Bye.
Bye. Yeah, great opening game there from Fluid Fernando, taking 500,000 doots out of the Doots Bank. We can get this game underway. We were at 9 p.m. 4 players to survive. However, we walked away, meaning anybody is up for picking on the next pass round. Why is my Discord not illuminating? That's actually curious. I'm presuming that I was actually talking. Yes, it is sort of glowing and also not. Weird. Shall we pick another player? I think we shall do. Who's the next one? The next one is the last one. Goodbye, everybody. The next one is the last one tonight. So the last one, you have been picked as the one for game number 2. What would you like to do, the last one? You are a new follower. Welcome on in. If we don't get anything in response from them in the next 30 seconds or so, then we will be doing a re-roll. If you're... Oh, there we go. We've actually got someone in the green room, so I think we shall bring them in and say hello. So, good evening to the last one. Hello there.
Hi, hello. Sorry, this is my first time doing this. Can you hear me okay?
I can indeed hear you. Welcome on in, and welcome as you your first stream. You followed on tonight's stream, and here you are as the second one this evening. So being rocketed into the action. You just saw the performance there from Fluid Fernando. Do you think you can replicate that kind of performance tonight?
Maybe. We'll give it a shot. I think I did all right. I think I also answered the first question quite slow. So I'm aware that I'm the first one that went out of the human people. But yeah, this is gonna be interesting. We'll
put that down to you're new here and not quite sure how things work, and that's fine because as the one, you've got a lot more thinking time than everybody else as well. So it's a bit of an advantage you have. Now, do you want to play the US rules that you just saw there, or would you like to venture into the Dutch rules?
Can you give me a quick reminder on what the Dutch rules are, please?
Okay, so with the Dutch rules, there is no walking away. You have to play through to its completion, whether you win or not. But the amount that you can earn from the game is significantly greater. It can be many millions of doots in value compared to the US, which is a hard cap of 1 million doots. How you select the questions is slightly different as well in Dutch. You get to choose whether you want an easier or harder question on a given category, and there are a couple of things with the helps as well that are different. That you get to skip a question rather than being able to ask the mob certain things.
Okay. In that case, seeing as this is basically my second ever time playing this game, I think I'll go for the US rules. Definitely makes sense to go with the US rules if you are new here, because the Dutch is it's a brutal game. I will say that for those that brave their chances on the Dutch game, it is a brutal game. So we'll play the US rules. Are you ready to play? Yeah.
Okay, let's play 1 versus 100 versus the last one. And the first question is, which of these is a successful British band? Is it Television Foot? Is it Stereo Arm? Or is it Radiohead? Mob, lock in your answers now, please. Which of these is a successful British band? With a BRI''ISH. Is it Television Foot, Stereo Arm, or Radiohead? And the mob is in. Okay, how familiar are you with your British bands?
I'm a little bit familiar with British bands. Yeah, I don't listen to that many that much, but I can sort of get the joke that this first question is posing here. As much as I would like to see what a television foot or a stereo arm even looks like on stage, I will go for C, Radiohead, as my answer.
You like to lock it in?
Yep, I'm happy to lock C in.
Okay. going with the radio head. And you're right to do so. The radio head is correct. We started with 100 mob members. Who got it right? Who got it wrong? We just got Flip Flop Dog Dog, Sportsy and Drahuska getting it wrong or failing to answer on the question. They have been eliminated. Everybody else, though, is still alive. So no dukes on offer just yet. You've got another 7 eliminations before you get to that point. So let's move on to question number 2. Origami, often associated with the Japanese culture, is the art of what? Is it soap carving, fork bending, or paper folding? Mob, lock in your answers. Origami, often associated with the Japanese culture, is the art of what? Soap carving, fork bending, or paper folding? And the mob is in. Last one. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm sure you can make some very, very lovely things out of all of these 3 techniques. But origami, I believe, is the art of folding paper. So I am going for C there, locking that one in, paper folding.
Okay. Sounding very certain indeed. With the paper folding. And you're right to do so. 2 questions down. Very easy work so far. Again, we say goodbye to Shapes, Manic Volcanic, and Joe, probably from not being able to answer the question in time, just getting caught out by the bot. You are 4 away now from 1,000 dutes. Let's keep going. Moving on to question number 3. Oh, it's a lovely day for an auto-da-fe, and you're the guest of honour. What's most likely to happen to you? Is it you'll be crowned King of Spain, you'll be canonised by the Pope, or you'll be burned at the stake by the Inquisition? Mob, lock in your answers now. It's a lovely day for an auto-da-fe, and you're the guest of honour. What is most likely to happen to you? And the mob is in. Last one, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, this one is a bit of a trickier one. I'm drawing a bit of a blank. Auto-da-fe. I'm finding that a bit hard, that one. Either crowned the King of Spain, canonized by the Pope, or burned at stake by the Inquisition. I'm trying to think of reasons to go for any of them. Perhaps Fae is related to fire, which might be burned at stake by the Inquisition. I think I just plain don't know this one, so can I use one of the lifelines?
They're called helps here, but absolutely you may. Which of the helps would you like?
I'm going to go for ask the host, if that's okay.
You'd like to ask me? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see what I think. Ah, it's a lovely day for a question that I have seen before on this exact game. And the previous person that saw this question that comes to mind is Shadowmane, so I'll be very curious to see how Shadowmane responds to this question. They unfortunately got this wrong last time. I'm hoping they have remembered what the answer is. But the answer you should be looking for here, I think, if I remember rightly, is that you'll be burned at the stake by the Inquisition. So that would be my response, is option C, and that is my final answer.
Okay, cool. We'll go for that then. Let's go for C. You'll be burned at the stake by the Inquisition.
Lock it in?
Yep, lock it in.
In before I've completely messed it up. But I seem to remember when this did come up last time, I had a clip queued up of Nobody Expects the Spanish Inquisition. I don't have it queued up this time because I know that I could be influencing in the game, so I didn't do that. But I did remember correctly. Now, Shadow, did you get it right? Please say you got it right. I mean, a lot of players didn't get it right. An awful lot of players didn't get it right. Shadow did get it right. Love to see it. Love to see that you do remember some stuff. Love it. But unfortunately, for a lot of players, That's a lot of eliminations on that question there. Proper sausage question, says Setcha. Yes, indeed. Just the ones we can see on the screen here. Sunicat, Pupsai, Puzzledan, Matt, Midget on the Internet, Avimi, Rias, Samster, Pyro, Silver Electron, Wooter, Suyu, Kolo, Bassoonist, and a few others that have gone off the edge of the screen. Just like that last one, you were obviously taking a while to get to any money of sorts, and now you're suddenly up to 50,000 doots, which is a lovely place to be in, and it also means you get to see the categories from this point out onwards of what the next question will be on. So yeah, this is pretty comfy for you right now. 3 helps left to go. I guess that was another case of the Ask the Host working out because of recent knowledge that I've got. Yes, we're back in 3 question BS mode, says Tony. I hope not. You're 7 away from 75,000. Let's have a look at the category for the next question for you here. Sports. The next question, should you want to take it on, is a question of sport. So what would you like to do? Take the 50,000 that you have, or take on the mob?
Okay, sports is not the most solid of categories for me, but I have 3 helps remaining, so I think I should be able to muddle my way through. I will take on the mob then.
Okay, the mob it shall be. It is 1 versus 47. What racket sport developed in 19th century British India as a variant of the game battledore and shuttlecock? Is it squash, tennis, or badminton? Mob, please lock in your answers. What racket sport developed in 19th century British India as a variant of the game battledore and shuttlecock? And the mob is in. What's your thoughts here, last one?
Okay, racket sports. Tennis, I'm fairly sure, is much older than 19th century. So I am going to discount that one. Now the question here is, we've got shuttlecock right there in the question. And shuttlecock is what you hit around in a game of badminton. So the question here is that... am I sure enough in that to go for it straight away? And take whatever I might get, or do I go for squash? I feel like squash is maybe a variant of a different type of game. I think if squash is a variant of anything, like my school used to play this game called Eton Fives, which was a very strange mixture of squash, but you didn't have a racket and you were hitting it in like an open stable thing, and you were wearing these special gloves to whack it against the wall. So I'm thinking a bit like tennis. It's probably also quite old. Anyway, that's some random facts that I've pulled together with theme to indicate that the answer is C and badminton, and now it's just a question of how confident I am. And I think I'm probably going to go for it and say C, badminton. Let's lock that in.
Okay. Yeah, certainly the only one up there that I'm aware of you play with a shuttlecock. Yes, I did say shuttle, Danny. Is it correct, though? Is badminton the right answer? It is the right answer, yes.
Ooh.
Who's right?
Okay.
Who's wrong? 1 versus 47 becomes 1 versus 39. Prey streams can't quiz, won't quiz, and a few AI getting that one wrong or failing to answer. You're up to 75,000 doots now, and you are 9 away from getting into the 6 figures with 100,000 doots. So you're on good pace here. Let's continue on. Let's have a look at the category for the next question. Movies. So, what would you like to do? Would you like to take the 75,000 that you currently have, or do you want to take on the mob on a question about movies?
Movies is a slightly safer category for me, I think. So I will, again, take on the mob.
Take on the mob it shall be. 1 versus 39. Oh, hello. New subscribers to HBO Max receive a welcome email with the subject line, "It's the beginning of a beautiful friendship." An abridged quote from what streamable movie on the service? Was it Casablanca, Sunset Boulevard, or Gone with the Wind? That long question again. New subscribers to HBO Max receive a welcome email with the subject line, "It's the beginning of a new beautiful friendship." An abridged quote from what streamable movie on the service? I don't know if that's still the case, but it would still be nice if it was. Last one, what's you thinking?
Okay. Older films that I haven't watched. So we're now relying a bit more on quotability, and I know that "It's the beginning of a beautiful friendship." I can picture it in my mind. It's a famous quote from it's like the last line of a film, which I think I'm about 60 to 70% sure is Casablanca, and about 30% sure it might be Sunset Boulevard. I'm fairly sure that it is not Gone with the Wind.
With that percentage, is that enough to go on it, or do you want a bit more assistance with that from a help?
Yeah, I think I might want one of the helps here just to be a bit more sure. And it is, well, we've still about a third of the mob left, so I feel like it might be a better time to do something like either trusting or polling the mob, because there'll be less variance. So I think I'd like to use one of my helps here. I think I would like to poll the mob.
Okay, and what option would you like to poll for?
Sorry.
You're not familiar with how the poll works?
Yeah.
So
Okay,
poll, what you get to do with that is you give me a letter A, B or C, and you get to see how many of our remaining mob members went with that option.
Okay, in that case, can I please poll the mob on A, Casablanca?
You may indeed. So, using our second help, poll the mob. Let's have a look to see how many of our remaining 39 mob members said A, Casablanca. It's a strong number, though only just the majority, 20 of the 39, so just over half of our mob went with A, meaning the others have gone with B or C. So that's their thoughts, and you were saying there was sort of a toss-up between Casablanca and Sunset Boulevard, but does that swing you a bit further towards A? Does it swing you more towards B? What's your thinking now?
Yeah, I think this swings me a bit further towards A. It's still a tough one and still feels like a bit of a jump. Sunset Boulevard, it doesn't feel like it would be, from what I know of Sunset Boulevard, because that starts in media res, and I think it's being narrated by somebody who's might already be dead when the film begins, if it's the version I'm thinking of. So I think I'm going to lock in A, Casablanca.
All right then. You've locked in A, Casablanca, with 75,000 doots at risk. Is A the correct answer? It is the correct answer. You're still in the game.
Ooh.
Who's right? Who's wrong? Well, it's enough for 100,000. It's enough for 250,000, in fact. We say goodbye to Topper, Cetra, Mr. Vertigo, TV, P8, Polska, Shiru, and Riff, as well as 14AI. Okay, now God says Cetra. Yeah, you did get one extra question in there. Okay, you're at 1 versus 19 now. Last one. 250,000 doots currently in the bank. You're 9 away from 500,000. 19 away from the full million. And you still have some helps in hand? Let's have a look at the next category, see what you want to do. Next question will be on science and nature. What would you like to do? Do you want to take the 250,000 you now have potentially? Or do you want to take on the mob for a little bit more? Arun in chat says, play.
And yeah, science and nature could be a lot of things, but still got a couple of helps. So I think I will take on the mob.
Take on the mob, alright. Arun hopefully feeling very confident here. It is a home category of sorts. Which of these dinosaurs was vegetarian? Was it the Allosaurus? Was it the Diplodocus, or is it the Velociraptor? Mob, lock in your answers. Which of these dinosaurs was vegetarian? Is it the Allosaurus, the Diplodocus, or the Velociraptor? Probably not the science and nature question that Arun was expecting, but I think he'll still take it. Last one, what's your thoughts?
Okay, so
no, thanks,
I
okay.
know two. I know two of these dinosaurs.
Okay.
Velociraptor, I believe, is small, fast. You've got the classic version of it from Jurassic Park, which does take a lot of artistic liberties, but I think they do get the carnivorous side of it correct, because you can tell from the skeletons whether it needs to, kill its food or just get its food from trees and stuff. Likewise, the Diplodocus, or the Diplodocus, as I think I've probably mispronounced it many a time.
Oh, I have no idea.
I think the Diplodocus is... It's got a really, really long neck. And is also in Jurassic Park. And in that one is using its long neck to eat the leaves from tops of trees. And there's also one from the National History Museum, I think is called Dippy. Again, another case of me pulling together whatever random fact I can find in my head to help me with this question.
Whatever helps.
I think here, I have no idea what the Allosaurus is. And it's just a question of how confident am I that a Diplodocus or a Diplodocus isn't an omnivore of some kind. And I think I'm confident enough that I don't want to use any of the helps here, and I'm going to lock in on B, Diplodocus.
Going with B. Diplodocus, Dippy, whatever you want to call it. We're going with B. Was B the vegetarian out of these three options? You're absolutely right, yes. Allosaurus translates to mean different lizard and is another carnivorous of the dinosaur era. Just 3 AI getting that wrong. Everybody else in the human side of things getting that right. As David has subscribed with Prime and it has not alerted. Fantastic. Love to see it. Sorry about that, David. Clearly, my code that I changed didn't work. So I'm going to have to keep looking at that. Oh, I love it. But thank you for the subscription. I will fix the alerts for next time. 44 months there. How was everyone's first day back at school? I don't need to. Although I do hear all the kids walking to school on my road. So that's nice. But no school for me, thankfully. 3 AI eliminated, all the humans still in. It's 1 versus 16. Let's have a look at another category and see what you want to do here. Moving on to geography. Oh, okay. Interesting swing. So, 250,000 still in your hand if you want to claim it right now, or you can take on the mob of 16 on a question of geography. What do you want to do?
This one's another shaky one for me, but I still have those 2 helps, so I think I'm going to be risky and take on the mob.
Take on the mob! It is 1 versus 16. 3 South American countries lie on the equator. Ecuador, Brazil, and which other? Is it Colombia, Peru, or Bolivia? Mob, lock in your answers now. 3 South American countries lie on the equator. Ecuador, Brazil, and which other? Is it Colombia, Peru, or Bolivia? Exactly, Prey. Which of these is mid? Mob is in. Lassell, what's your thoughts?
Oh, this is a tough one for me. I think I'm going to have to use a help of some kind here.
Okay.
And what I want to do, because I'm not even sure ruling 1 out is going to help me here, I think I'm going to have to, I think I'm going to have to trust the mob here. I'd like to use that one.
Confirm you want to lock in trust the mob, yeah?
Yep, I'll lock that in.
So we're going to lock you into the mob's most popular answer. We do still have quite a few human players in play right now. Mai with a 46-month resub, also failing the subscription test from the looks of things, who says, trust the mid. Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're trusting the mid. Thank you for the 46 months. I will fix those alerts at some point. So, we're trusting the mob. We've still got a Ralph. We've got Inca. We've got Fernando. We've got Charlemagne. We've got Arun at the top there. Flyboy, Clive and Tipster all still in play, as well as a few AI. Let's have a look to see what they have locked in for you. At least the humans, should I say. We ignore the AI. And they've gone for Colombia. So if this is right, you're still in the game. And we'll see a few eliminations. Will we get to the critical point? We will find out. Is Colombia correct, though? Colombia is correct. The mob have helped you out. Now, who got it right? Who got it wrong? Oh, it is enough to get to the final row. Fluid Fernando, Inca and Ralph getting it wrong or failing to answer. AI number 88, 32 and 80 getting that wrong. Means you're on the final row. Just 10 players left standing between you and 1 million doots. Of those 10, we still have Arun, Charlemagne, Flyboy, Clive, and Tipster. The other 5 are AI. How are you feeling at the moment?
Yeah, pretty good. I mean, I've got pretty far, and now it'll be interesting because we get the questions now, don't we?
You do indeed on the final row. Yes.
Okay, down to 1 help remaining.
Yep, you've got Ask the Mob still in play, so you get to ask 2 of the mob members for their particular answers, if there is a difference of opinion out there, and at least one of them has got it right. Yes, indeed, still got to help, says Arun. Let's have a look to see what question you could be facing if you want to continue this game on. Which currently existing nation leads the all-time medal table for the Winter Olympics? I don't know if this is necessarily accurate as of the most recent Winter Olympics, but it would have been accurate at the time of writing. You have 500,000 doots at risk right now. Do you want to take the 500,000, or do you want to take on the mob of 10? 5 humans and 5 AI.
It's sports again. It's gonna slightly come down to what the answers might be, and it might be that we get to 1, obviously not, and 2, 2 that I'm split between, or it could be that there's 3 that I have no idea about, and it comes down to a 50-50 anyway. I think at this point, I'm not confident enough to do it, so I'm going to cash out here. I'm going to take the money and not take on the mob.
Fine, Lancy, okay. You want to walk away?
Yeah, I'm happy to walk away.
And it's another $500,000 Doot win, this time to the last one. Hopefully not the last one for this evening. Joining the ranks of Fluid Fernando, also with the $500,000. Though, let me have a look at what the numbers will say in a moment. It hasn't been paid yet, but it will pay in a moment. But I suspect you're going to be slotting into position number 2 on the Duke leaderboard very shortly. And there you go, yes, shooting into position number 2 with 505,010 Dukes currently to your name. A great performance in 1 versus 100. How do you feel?
Yeah, that went really well. That was I think managed to get the strategy right with the helps where I could. Maybe next time I can be a bit more risky with things, but for a first time, I'm happy with that.
As a first time, you set a really strong benchmark, though. Yeah, next time you're here, it's going to be, I need to better that $500,000. So it'll be very interesting to see how your game goes next time round when you're the next one. But for now, thank you very much for playing. I hope you had fun.
I have indeed. Thank you.
That's great to hear. Enjoy the rest of the stream, and we'll see you later. Take care.
Will do. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
So, another strong performance there from player number 2 this evening. The last one, hopefully not the last one of our winners here. Claiming another $500,000 Dukes out of the Duke Bank. Tipster, Clive, Shadowmane, Flyboy, and Arun were our final human survivors in the game. Though, again, we did just walk away, so there's no preferential pick on the next one. You've just done very well and built up quite a bit of streak, and lots of Dukes, must be said, currently in the Duke leaderboard. Okay, it's 9:30. We've got time for at least one more, I would say. Let's have a look to see who is our next one tonight. It's Prey Streams! Mr. Colour of Money himself, or, as it currently says on his name, it is Joey Weewa! Hello there, Joey Weewa!
Fucking Christ. So, in Vocalize, I literally just said, I've got the magnets out. That is ridiculous.
The magnets, they do something!
Oh, boy.
How you doing, Prey?
I'm doing okay. How about yourself?
Yeah, doing very well. I'm settling in now, though I still need to fix the alert system because it just doesn't like subscriptions at all.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, the values it's coming out with are just wrong, and I just need to put in an all-else case just to fix it. But we'll continue on. Will Mr. G. Pouch please come to the paediatrics ward, says Ralph. Well, unfortunately, no. He's currently busy. He's currently busy in the one room rather than the operating room, the OR. I know that was tenuous, but we'll see how we can do with this.
That was a stretch.
It was a bit of a stretch. We'll take it. What's your target for tonight's game here, Prey?
So the last time I was ever on this, I crashed out. But if I'd got the question right, it would have been a straight one-on-one.
Oh.
And I remember the question I crashed out on as well. It was Super Mario Sunshine. How many stars? How many
shines?
Yeah, shines in a level, and it was 9. No, it wasn't. I think it was like 10 or something. But I crashed out on that question. If I got it right, it would have been a straight one-on-one. So Fingers crossed I stay in and don't crash out, but I've been having a horrible time in the 100 already today. So we're on for some good form here, people. You never know. We might have a turbo game and a game 4 after this.
Who knows? Now, what version of the game would you like to play, US or Dutch?
Not touching Dutch. I'm not confident today. We're just going to go US.
Going with the US rules. Are you ready to play?
Yes.
Okay, let's play 1 versus 100 with Prey. And your first question, what 2-word phrase featured prominently in a 2016 viral video which a high schooler repeatedly compliments his friend on his white Vans? Is it gosh, Greg, damn, Daniel, or wow, Walter? Mob, please lock in your answers. What 2-word phrase featured prominently in a 2016 viral video, so that's 8 years ago, in which a high schooler repeatedly compliments his friend on his white Vans? God, as if that's 8 years ago. The mob is
ridiculous.
in. Prey, what's your thoughts?
Puzzle Dan, if you get this question wrong, I swear to God.
Okay, the call out.
Because the phrase itself is "damn Daniel, look at them white Vans." So B, lock it in.
Okay. He's having an existential crisis about it being 2016.
I know, it's 8 years. Oh man, that's ridiculous.
As we all are. Damn Daniel, my God.
I know.
Well, that's 1 level.
Oh man.
1.5 levels there. So, Pyro Pygmy, Colo, Me, Joe, Cetra, Woollyback, Samster, Inca, failing to answer or failing to answer correctly, and they have been eliminated. You're on 1,000 doots here, Prey. 4 away from making it 5,000, so I get to ask you the question already. Do you want to take the grand, or do you want to take on the mob?
Great being here, Ash. Alright. It was great being here. I will talk to you. No, we'll take it on the mob.
Taking on the mob. I always thought you were going to do so then. 1 versus 84.
I mean, it's the start of the season.
Which FIFA World Cup winners are nicknamed the Samba Boys? Is it England, France, or Brazil? Mob, lock in your answers. Which FIFA World Cup winners are nicknamed the Samba Boys? Is it England, France, or Brazil? And the mob is in. Right.
I know what it is. Because I can't remember exactly what France are nicknamed. I know England is nicknamed the Three Lions, or It's Never Coming Home. And
well, it is if you are the female team, it is.
Oh, if you're the female team, it's brilliant. But we're like the men's squad, let's not talk about it. Brazil, lock it in.
Going with Brazil, and you're absolutely right to do so.
Yeah, I can't remember what France are called.
Les Bleus, says Shiro. They're just the Blues.
That does not surprise me.
Everybody got that right. Also unsurprising. So, still the same decision. 1,000 doots, take it or mob it.
Welcome to stretch number 3 of the No, we'll go for mob again.
Go for the mob. Still 1 versus 84. Which of these ingredients is not part of the traditional French dish bœuf bourguignon? Is it bouquet garni, potatoes, or red wine? I was expecting the other two to be French as well, but they weren't. Which of these ingredients is not part of the traditional French dish bœuf bourguignon, bouquet garni, potatoes, or red wine? Bob is in. Do you know a bœuf bourguignon?
I mean, I've had it. This one's... No, this one hasn't landed in the wheelhouse. Let's ask you.
Oh, you're gonna ask me? Oh, okay.
I have an idea as to what it is. I'm looking at it right now, but I don't have the will to just punt it. So I'll ask you.
All right, here's what I think. So not part of the recipe. I would say the red wine is. They do love cooking in red wine, especially a beef. That works really well. So I would imagine red wine is going to be part of the ingredients list for a bœuf bourguignon. I am 50-50 here between the garni and the potatoes. I don't think it's potatoes, but I'm not sure, because like bouquet garni is like, well, bouquet is like floral, and
garni I can only imagine is like
it's garnish. Yeah, so I mean, it could be that. If that's the case, then it's not going to be that, because like why would you have a floral garnish? But then that might just be a French way of saying like seasonal veg, I guess is a way of describing it. Whereas potatoes is just purely potatoes.
This is a tough one for 3.
It probably is reasonable difficulty, but it's one that I'm not overly familiar with. I don't go out of my way to have bœuf bourguignon all the time, you see, you know.
Sorry, love, I'm just away to France. I'm gonna get a bœuf bourguignon. I'll be back.
Of those, which is not, I would say it's not potatoes, because I can't really place what it could be. I mean, it could be like French fries, or like dauphinoise, or like boiled potatoes, but why would it be? I don't know. I would say it's potatoes. I'm not entirely sure why. This is the first Ask the Host tonight that I'm actually having to think about it, but it's not helping. So I would say potatoes, but not really much certainty. That is my final answer.
Last time that we had a beef bourguignon here, we had it with rice. Now, I don't know whether that's gonna help in the fact. The worst thing is potatoes was what I was looking at.
You love to hate it.
Yeah, and I do.
Well, you win some, you lose some.
True. Yeah. You win some, you lose some.
You've got other helps. You can go and talk to
I
more
could
qualified
pull for
people.
Yeah, I mean, I could pull for B, and see what they say. I know it's not red wine. I know it's not. It's just whether I want to. Screw it. Better to be safe than sorry. I'm gonna pull the mob for the answer B.
You're the poll on B, yeah?
Poll on B.
Okay, here, out of the 84 mob members still in, how many said B, potatoes? Oh, okay. 58 of the 84 said potatoes, so more than half. There are a few human players that have gone differently. We've got a Miss Vertigo Shadow and Topper, I think. Bassoonist Suyu at the bottom. Midget on the internet, they've gone slightly differently. We don't know what option that is they've gone for, but they have gone differently. But yeah, over half, well, Rias says it's 2/3. Yeah, that probably is about 2/3 actually. 58 of 84 have gone with potatoes. So, considering that's
kind of helped it. I saw a few of the names in the lit up state. Yeah, that's kind of sealed it. B, lock it.
B, lock in, okay.
I should have just punted it.
So should you have trusted me initially? Or are we going to have a bloodbath? What's the correct answer? Which will you not find in a bœuf bourguignon? Beef. That's just for you, Lee. It is potatoes!
That was for you, Lee. Beef.
Oh, here we go. Only saying a bouquet garni is a bundle of herbs. Oh, of course it is.
Oh,
They put it as an aromatic. That makes sense.
Son of a.
That is absolutely right, Oni. So, Midget on the internet, Shaname Suyu, Mr. Video, Silver Electron, Topo, Drahuska, Basudist, and TVP8 Polska getting that one wrong means they have been eliminated. Prey, you're still in the game. 25,000 currently in the bank, 8 away from the halfway point, but you did use 2 helps to get there.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
Better to be safe than sorry.
Absolutely. You're doing very well here. Let's see how much further we can get. But first, a decision. Would you like to take 25,000, or do you take on the mob? Mob. It's 1 versus 58. What actor plays the son of the title character in Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull? Is it Strude Labu, Shia LeBouf, Scrub LeBoop? The Buff's back again. What actor plays the son of the title character in Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull?
Funny.
Is it Strude
really
LeBouf, Shia LeBouf, or Scum LeBoop?
All 3 of these I just hear being said as adults. Literally, I can just imagine darts saying all these.
What actor played the son of the title character in Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull? Is it Strude LeBouf, Shia LeBouf, or Scum LeBoop?
Oh no!
The Great Leviathan!
The Great Leviathan. Oh no!
Yoga Bono!
It's Shia. We've been watching Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. That's okay.
That's what's happened over the past couple of weeks. Is Yu-Gi-Oh! The Abridged series has happened? Yeah. I chose the entire game in that voice. I'll add that to the redemptions list.
Oh no, put it as an incentive for QNL2. 5 minutes to a fortune.
I'm not hosting anything like that.
The hourglass is turning.
The hourglass is turning. Correct, 4 to go. Sorry, lock it B. Yeah, okay.
Oh no.
You're going with
darts wig and everything.
We're gonna get you're gonna get one that changes colour then, just for the gag, yeah. Shia LaBeouf is correct, yes. Or Biff. Shia LaBeouf.
I'm crying.
Oh, Shake's getting that one wrong. Apparently didn't do the French translation on that, but everybody else got that right. The next game is called the Seal or the Calcamos.
Or Calcamos.
Oh god. Okay. Back to serious mode again. Unless it's going to be beef for a 3rd time. But serious
swear
mode.
to God, if it's both beef again, I am done. I'm leaving. I will literally just leave the live studio. I'm done.
I might have to instigate a rule like the God of Wheel After Dark. If you somehow get the same content three questions in a row, then you go to jail. Yeah. Did you see that happen last weekend? By the way, Prey.
Oh, I didn't. I need to go back and watch it.
It happened on a Prey Streams Mega Spin.
I need to go back and watch this.
We had someone go to jail on a Prey Streams Mega Spin.
Oh my god.
It's amazing. Anyway, back to serious mode. 7 away from the halfway point. Let's make a decision. Would you like to take 25,000, or do you take on the mob?
Take on the mob. Compose yourself.
Mob.
I'll take on the mob.
1 versus 57. Okay, what National Football League team is mentioned in Lizzo's 2017 song Truth Hurts, referencing where the singer began her music career? Was it the LA Rams, the Philly Eagles, or the Minnesota Vikings? The Question again. What National Football League team, NFL team, is mentioned in Lizzo's 2017 song Truth Hurts, referencing where the singer began her music career? And the mob is in. Pray, what's your thoughts?
I have no idea. Goddamn. I think one of the life helplines are going to come into play here. I think I'm going. I'm trying to think how many people. I'm trying to think how many people would have, you know, nailed this for a potential trust, but I don't think trust is going to work here. Let's ask the mob.
Okay, we will ask the mob then. So get ready out there. We're going to be picking two of you out at random. One has got it right, one has got it wrong.
Choose an American, choose an American, choose an American, choose an American.
Choose an American. Let's see who it's going to pick. We have not got any Americans, I'm afraid. We've got Ralph, that's gone with A, and we've got Tipster, that's gone with C. Means we know it's definitely not the Philly Eagles.
It makes me lean one more. It makes me lean towards a certain side.
Okay, well, Ralph and Tipster, they can give their opinions to their answers. And your fellow co-host of The Colour of Money. In before Tipster has to put the T away first. Given that it's at the beginning of her career, I thought unlikely to be A. Don't know between the other two, says Tipster. And Ralph says, I think Lizzo is from LA, although I'm not sure the Rams had returned to LA in 2017, given they had spent some time in St. Louis, having relocated from LA, but the Rams are back in LA. So that's some opinions there. And what does that tend towards for you then?
It made me lean, like, when I found out that it wasn't Philadelphia, it made me lean towards LA, because I was thinking, is Lizzo from LA? I think she's from LA. I think she is.
He says you're enough to go for the answer.
Well, it's how much effectiveness is trust going to be the lesser numbers are in the game.
Some might say get stronger and stronger the further into the game you go.
Yeah, because pull gets weaker, trust gets better. Rams, lock it.
Lock in A, yeah?
Yeah, lock in A. I think she's from LA. I hope she's from LA.
You've gone with the Los Angeles Rams. Is that right? Or are you losing your 25,000 doots? No! It was the Minnesota Vikings. I'm afraid that is the end of your game. She moved to Minnesota for her career in music, says Rias. Oh, hard luck there, Prey. Just went the wrong way, and that is the end of your game. And if you had survived that question, it would have been 1 versus 14. That would have been a hell of a situation. You were up to $250,000 doots if you were to survive. But unfortunately, did not work out for you. How do you feel?
A little bit gutted on that, to be honest. I was trying to actually take some money out the game, or some doots out the game, but hey, it happens. It's the start of the season. We're gonna be on for a cracker of a season anyway. So I reckon like there's going to be a lot more chances to come.
Oh, absolutely.
And
there will be.
maybe the return of the two-time champ.
Well, we shall see. Thank you very much for playing there, Prey. I hope you had fun.
I do. I always have fun.
Yeah, it's great to
It's
hear.
always a good experience.
What have you got in store over the next week or so, streaming-wise?
Streaming-wise, I'm more kind of on the basis of just, some games. I've been playing some Apex Legends over on my side of things. I was hoping to work on some Unity projects, but something has gone wrong, and I don't know what it is. It's weird.
It's weird. It's very weird. I've never seen that kind of thing before.
It's really weird. It's to the point where I might have to roll back my graphics drivers.
Lovely.
And that's going to be a pain.
It very much is.
But yeah, it's just some casual games, a little bit of Dr. Mario as well, getting ready for the September DRMC. On top of that, tomorrow I've got casting practice with DRMC to become a caster for them. So a lot of good things happening down the line.
Cool. Well, enjoy all that. Do give Prey a follow if you're not already doing so, and you'll then be notified of when he next goes live. Thank you again, Prey. Take care. Enjoy the rest of the stream, and we'll see you later.
We'll see you later on.
Bye.
Bye.
As the seal of Orichalcos takes his soul away and never to be seen again. So, we are approaching 10 p.m. So I think we might be coming to an end on the stream. Or should we go one more? Shall we do one more for the road? Because I did sort of start this game late. We can do one more, I suppose. Tipster, Cart Quiz, Won't Quiz, Clive of Legend, Shiru, Pokenuts, and Puzzledan. You are on the preferential pick right now. We could do a speed game. That is very true. Clive, I do have the clock available if we want to do that. So yeah, we'll do one quick game of 1 versus 100 against the clock. And see how it all shakes out. But who of our preferential picks is going to be? The one that proposed the speed quiz, Mr. Clive of Legend. Well, you were the one that proposed it.
Hooray! I love talking things.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, doing very well. It's as always, the tech going completely wrong on the first episode of the season, but there it is. Welcome on in. Do you have a target in mind?
Oh, there's one about 20 minutes drive from me. I usually pick up some crisps there on the way home.
Yeah, good American joke, thank you. Apparently, Arun's saying, Clive, tell him about the glass.
Oh, the glass. Would you watch a drama starring John Thaw about double glazing?
No.
You should. It's about the glass.
Okay. I mean, you can tell me a bit more about it if you want.
Oh, no. It's the joy is in the discovery.
Okay, fair enough. Well, I'll add that to my watch list.
Absolutely. That'll make two of us.
Which version of the game would you like to play against the clock?
Dutch, please.
Dutch rules against the clock. This is going to be something else. Are you ready to play, Clive?
It'll be about one question on prior form, but yeah.
All right, we're playing Dutch. Let's hear the sexy Dutch music. It is 1 versus 100. And we will start off with a question on video games. It always starts easier on the first question, though, of course, that could still mean it's quite hard versus a very hard question. It's just how it goes. Let's go. Question number 1. In the video game Minecraft, there was a trailer about a film of that. What is the minimum amount of obsidian blocks required to create a nether portal? Is it 8, 10, or 12? Ooh, interesting. In the video game Minecraft, what's the minimum amount of obsidian blocks that are required to create a nether portal? 8, 10, or 12? And mob is in, the clock is on, Clive.
I'm picturing a 6x6 portal with the blocks on the outside. I think the trick is you don't need the corners. So 3x3 plus 2 plus 2, that's 6 plus 4 is 10. I'll lock in 10 and hope it's not wider.
Lock in B, yeah?
Yep. It's been a long time since I've touched Minecraft.
Yeah, fitting question after that trailer happened today. You've gone with 10, and you are right to do so. Yeah, the corners are optional.
Yay.
And we keep going. And we keep going. A quarter of the mob gone means you have 250,000 dutes currently in the bank. Pyro Pygmy, Prug, Silver Electra, Woollyback, Mr. Vertigo, TVP8 Polska, Aben Me, Cart Quiz, Prey, and Shapes getting that wrong or failing to answer in time. So already off to a blinder here, but with this version of the game, you do not get to walk away. You have to go the full distance. So, question number 2. Or tips in chat. All hail the egg. So question number 2 will be on business and economics. Would you like an easier or harder question?
Easier, please.
Okay, easy question. Here it is. According to the Federal Reserve, which denomination of US currency was the most common in circulation as of December the 31st, 2018? Was it the $1 bill, the $5 bill, or the $100 bill? According to the Federal Reserve, which denomination of the US currency was the most common in circulation as of December the 31st, 2018? 6 years ago. And the clock is on.
I feel like any logic I could apply to this, I could apply to any 3 of these bills, really. So, or any one of them. So I'm just going to escape, please.
You're going to use an escape, okay. Which option would you lock in, though?
Straight down the middle on 5.
Go on the $5 bill, all right. So you'll be losing 25% of your current bank, but you are skipping this question. Means if you get this wrong, doesn't matter. You are still surviving. Would you have been right with the $5? No, it would have been the $100 bill was the correct answer. Now, you're not going to get anything for any of these eliminations. How many are going away? Oh boy. Oh boy, it's going to be one of those games, isn't it? Oh boy! Oh boy! Well, from 75 down to 11. You are on 187,500 dutes. It's 1 versus 11. Each of those mob members is worth 111,111 now at this point. Let's continue on to question number 3. And the next category is famous people. Easier or harder on famous people?
Let's just keep rushing through and go harder.
Go hard, okay. Hard on famous people. In the 2017 film The Death of Stalin, Steve Buscemi played which Soviet political leader? It's still picking your questions. Why is it still picking your questions? Leonid Brezhnev, Joseph Stalin, or Nikita Khrushchev? In the 2017 film The Death of Stalin, Steve Buscemi played which Soviet political leader? Was it Leonid Brezhnev, Joseph Stalin, or Nikita Khrushchev? And you are seemingly the perennial always picks your question thing. I don't know why.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
It's not your fault, it's my fault.
I know, I just feel like apologizing anyway. Anyway, I won't double since it's mine, but very good film, very good actor. It's Nikita Khrushchev.
Nikita Khrushchev, lock it in, okay.
Yep.
Going with C. And you're right to do so.
Ooh.
11 players still in. 6 of them got eliminated. The last one on 5 AI. You're now up to 732,954 dutes. With 5 left to go. We've still got a Riff, we've still got a Tipster, and a Cetra as well, along with 2 AI. Here comes your next category. Electronics. What would you like to do, Clive?
I'll go for harder.
Going harder on electronics. Who is the founder of e-commerce website eBay? Was it Ken Howery, Pierre Omidyar, or Emmett Shear? Mob, locking your answers. Who was the founder of e-commerce website eBay? Ken Howry, Pierre Omidyar, or Emmett Shear? The mob is in, the clock is on.
A couple of them ring a bell. I'm not confident enough to take a guess. So I'd go Escape, and I would have tried B.
You would have tried B, okay.
Rings a larger bell.
Losing half your bank here. But again, skipping the question means you can't be eliminated. You would have gone with B, Pierre Omidyar. That was the right answer. So you could have been earning here. But let's see. 3 players eliminated, Riff and Cetra, along with an AI. Means we are left with Tipster and an AI versus you. You have 366,477 dukes left in play. Oh heck, says Tipster. Very much so. All rests on your shoulders. And AI number 24. Moving on to another category. Where we're going to make me say things. Would you like an easier or a harder question on making me say something, Clive?
It's knocking everyone out, so I'll stick with harder.
Okay, I need to get myself ready to say something. Here we go. By definition, something that is deemed valueless is considered to be a what? Is it a realization Winsbiscatning, a flocky do-that, or an anti-disestablishmentarianism? By definition, something that is deemed valueless is considered to be a what? Is it a realizations Vance Biscatning, a flocky nihilification, or an anti-disestablishmentarianism? I think I got most of that right. Clock is on.
Oh, I should remember what flocks and whatever that is. Obviously not anti-establishmentarianism. The first one doesn't really feel like value related. I swear that was, the middle one was something to do with ephemerality or valuelessness, so I'll lock in B.
Lock in B, okay.
Yeah.
Going with flocky nihilification.
Look forward to learning the definition if I'm wrong.
Which we have affectionately deemed flocky around here. Is it flocky? It is okay. Flocky. Now say that as dart. No. Oh! Tipster got it wrong. 500,000 added to the bank. 866,477. We are left with just an AI. AI number 24 is our final mob member. And it's currently worth 1 million dukes. Clive, let's continue on. And it's time for a answer set choice. Would you like the question behind set 1 or the question behind set 2?
Yeah, I think 2 seems pretty obvious, so I'll go for, we all know them, but I'll go for 1 anyway.
Gonna go for set 1, yeah?
Yep.
The main antagonist in the film The Running Man was originally the host of which popular game show? Is it Family Feud, The Price is Right, or Jeopardy? Mob, locking your answers now. The main antagonist in the film The Running Man was originally the host of which popular game show? Family Feud, The Price is Right, or Jeopardy? And the mob is in, the clock is on.
Remind me, is the AI based on everyone or just active players?
Well, in this case, it's everyone.
Okay, cool. I think most people here would know this, so I'll lock in A, please. Family Feud.
Lock in awesome, A, Family Feud.
Yep.
Now, it only infers them as a likelihood to pick a certain answer.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't go the most preferential pick will be picked. It's just that if it was 70% of the audience that said A, then it's a 70% chance that the AI will pick A.
Okay.
So it's weighted to pick a certain answer, but not guaranteed to pick the most popular answer. Either way, you are right with Family Feud.
I imagine this one would be a heavyweight with this crowd, so...
Let's find out. Yeah. The AI is still standing. 866,477 currently in the bank. On a question of geography next. What would you like to do, Clive?
Oh, I hate geography. Easier, please.
Going easy on geography. For over 2 decades, over $3.6 billion of gold was extracted in what US city during the Montana Gold Rush? Is it Eleanor, Bonham, Carter? Bloody hell, Toad. For over 2 decades, over $3.6 billion of gold was extracted in what US city during the Montana Gold Rush? Is it Eleanor, Bonham, or Carter? The mob is in, the clock is on.
Terrified now I've got the wrong one. This feels like it's meant to be a slam dunk and my brain's just going all sorts of different directions.
You can escape.
I'm terrified of mixing it up with something else, but I'm gonna lock in a
Lock in A, yeah, okay.
Yeah. I'm sure.
It could be Helena, I suppose. If I want to pronounce it properly, but I'm trying to do the joke with Eleanor Bolton Carter.
It's Carter, isn't it?
You've gone with Helena. Is Helena correct? It is correct!
Oh my god.
AI number 24. Got it right! We're still going. Good. We're still going strong. Still 866,477 in the bank on a 1 versus 100 style question. What would you like to do, Clive?
Easier, please.
Going easy on a maybe trap. Patrick Henry is famous for saying, "Give me liberty or give me what? Death, a high five, or head?" Thanks, Toad. Thanks, Toad. Patrick Henry is famous for saying, "Give me liberty or give me what? Death, a high five, or head?" In before this is the question that earns you the $1 million. What do you say, Clive? Sorry, clock is on.
Death, please.
Lock it in.
Oh yeah, and my answer as well. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Is the answer death? It is death. Now, come on, AI number 24. I know the concept of death is a bit weird. Thank God they got it right. We're still in the game. 866-477, still in the bank.
All right.
Now, on a category of literature.
Yeah, we'll go harder on that.
Hard on literature, the question is... Which of these was the pseudonym of mystery writer Taro Hirai, often considered one of the founders of the Japanese detective fiction genre? Is it Agatha Kirishi, Edogawa Rampo, or Asako Nandoiru? We'll try and say that properly. Which of these was the pseudonym of mystery writer Taro Hirai, often considered one of the founders of the Japanese detective fiction genre? The mob is in, the clock is on.
No clue. Escape, please. And I would have leaned slightly towards B, I guess.
Edogawa Rampo, yep, okay. Well, let's see. Well, that's the third time you would have gone B on an escape. Just go down the middle, see what happens.
Yeah, the eyes are drawn there. I've got neck pain.
Is it Edogawa Rampo? It would have been, yes.
Okay, sure. Good to know.
Now, AI number 24. Oh, still got it right. You have lost 3/4 of your bank. You're still in this game. But now, no more escapes. You do have to answer the questions completely. Now, another set of answer options here. Would you like question 1 or question 2?
I'm still terrible at the conversions, sadly, so I'll go for 2, please.
Question number 2 is this. Spizerictum is the will to do what? Cry, succeed, or sleep? Mob, lock in your answers. Spizerictum is the will to do what? To cry, to succeed, or to sleep? That is a hell of a question. And the clock is on.
I mean, none of the roots I would have expected are like Greek words for cry or sleep are there, so my gut says succeed. But obviously this could be completely unrelated. But it kind of stands out as a different one, so I'll double and go B. Why not?
Gonna double on a B.
Yeah.
Here we go then, doubling on B to succeed. If this is right, you earn 2 million on this elimination, if they get eliminated. But first of all, you've got to be right. If at first you don't succeed, you try again. But you have succeeded here.
Hooray!
Now AI number 24 for 2 million. No!
Oh.
They deny the 2 million. Let's keep going then. Is now just worth $1 million to you. Arts and entertainment, easier or harder?
On harder.
Let's go hard. Try and get rid of this bot. In Gravity Falls, what is the full name of Grunkle Stan who runs the Mystery Shack? Is it Stanley Pines, Stefan Pines, or Stanford Pines? But lock in your answers. In Gravity Falls, what's the full name of Grunkle Stan who runs the Mystery Shack? Is it Stanley Pines, Stefan Pines, or Stanford Pines? Mob is in, clock is on.
Watched a couple eps back in the day. Doesn't immediately ring a bell. Well, I mean, Stanford does, but then I thought Stanley did as soon as it came up. That might have just been the Pines. I think I have seen people drawing pictures of a Stanford kissing that weird triangle thing, so I'll go for Stanford Pines.
C, lock it in.
Yeah, go on.
And here's we think we're going to start off with the Stanley Parable there. Is the answer Stanford Pines to stay in the game? No!
Ah, well.
It was a Stanley Pines. Now, AI number 24, what did you do? They still survived that question as well. It would have continued on for one more question still had you got it right. So Clive, hell of a battle must be said. I mean, I guess the start was very, very easy, but then suddenly AI number 24 came out of nowhere and just went, nah, mate, you ain't gonna do it. AI number 24 for the 1% Club, or to be the next chaser. The machine, quite literally, yes. Unfortunately, Clive, you have failed, but you were so damn close on many, many an occasion. How do you feel?
It was a laugh, wasn't it? Cheers, Ash.
Thank you very much for playing that and enjoying the clock edition of Dutch.
The way to do it, I think.
That's one hell of a thing to do. Thank you again for playing. Enjoy the rest of the stream, although we're about to close up, so there'll be just a wheel spin and then we're done. But we'll see you around. Take care.
See you later. Bye.
Bye. Oh, we could not make it another winner, though. Clive nearly getting to, well, nearly a 3 million win, actually, at one point, but didn't quite get there and has been eliminated by the all-powerful AI number 24. Thank you very much for the 7-month resub there, Vixen. Appreciate that. I do apologise for the alerts not working. That's because I've got new tech and the code doesn't work. I'm terrible, and I need to fix the code for it to actually work. But thank you very much for the 7-month resub, and I hope you enjoyed your OQL this evening. 2 wins and 2 losses is a 50-50, very much so. That was certainly one of the games of 1 versus 100 of all time. Indeed, Shiro. I broke the code. Uh-oh. Am I going to have to add that to the soundboard? Anyway, thank you, folks, for playing tonight's edition of 1 versus 100. This is my only stream this week. I'm not on Friday because I'm at a birthday party. But who is here over the week? At the very least, I do know, because they're currently in chat right now. I'm going to give them a shout out. Topper's back. Topper will be streaming Sunday evening He's got a back emote as well. He will be streaming on Sunday evening at 8 p.m. his comeback season. On September the 8th, you will have Cloud9 and Elimination. If I remember rightly how they're set up, it's going to be like a pre-existing game of Cloud9 and a new game of Elimination, or something along those lines. One of them's existing, an old pack, and one of them is a new pack. It's sort of that combination of things. But yes, Sunday evening, 8 p.m, September the 8th, Cloud9 and Elim. So Cloud9 is half old, half new. Okay, so half, and Elimination is new, written by PL Jogging. Well, do go and give Topper a follow if you're not already doing so. We'll be returning back to streaming this Sunday, and I'm definitely looking forward to the 22nd of September with Krypton Factor making its first appearance on stream. We saw a preview of it in Discord, and it was a really, really, really good game, and a really strong imagination of what it would be were a mass multiplayer game. So but if you didn't see that, if you've missed out on that, then do make sure to tune in on Sunday, September the 22nd for the first stream edition of the Krypton Factor, because it's one hell of a game. Alongside that, I believe Ben is back for next Saturday. I don't actually know if Ben's streaming on the Thursday. I guess it's just be a case of watch out on the announcements channel, but I'm pretty certain he'll be back on the Saturday. Not sure on the Thursday, so maybe back tomorrow evening. Don't know. Either way, give Ben a follow if you're not already doing so. I have to wait 8 seconds before doing that. I will wait those 8 seconds out, and then I'll give him the proper follow, proper shout out. And now, I can remember 8 seconds. Give Ben a follow if you're not already doing so. And outside of that, at the end of the weekend, Saturday night time, with actually I don't know, because JB's currently out and about, so might not be Wheel After Darking this weekend. But if he is, he'll be on JB Henry XIV, and it will be at silly o'clock in the morning here in the UK. It's a more convenient time for those in the States. That is all of the continuity, I think. Is the wheel back? Yes, the wheel is back. We are, well, I wanted to do some more things with it, but obviously I've not had much time to actually sort that out. So, yeah, things and stuff to do still to the wheel, but what I have got now, what I'm thinking of doing with the wheel spins is, in this season, every time the wheel spins, the jackpot increases by 5,000. So it's like a proper progressive jackpot. Every time we do a spin, it will increase by 5,000. So if there is an instruction to do a respin, that will count another spin on top. So it's always going to keep increasing every time we spin it. There are additional bonuses. I will say, if we hit on like a 25,000 jackpot or 40,000 jackpot increase, what that means is that's all it does. We won't be playing any game. It just increases the jackpot by that amount, and that is the end of the stream. So there's no guarantee now of there being an end of stream game, but these things will increase the jackpot on top of already jackpot increasing every time we spin the wheel. Everything else is pretty much the same. I knocked off some of the plus 10k jackpot bonuses on some of the things. I do want to add some other stuff to the wheel in this season. Just haven't gotten around to it. But also, I need to get a new wheel because I broke this one. I broke the wheel. Yeah, the little flipper at the top, I actually broke off. It's just about hanging on right now, but I imagine if I give it enough of a welly, I'll need to get a new wheel, or at least fix this peg and do it properly. So yeah, that's the thing, and that happened while setting up for stream. I was editing the wheel, and in doing so, when I took the wheel off of here, I snapped that. What happened to? Oh yeah, you're right. What happened to the Spyro thing is it's there. One of the other things I wanted to do with the wheel and experiment with was to do a bit of AR, which is why I have a bit of a thing on the back of this to do like marker tracking, but it doesn't really work that well. So I need to do more investigation on that. But I wanted to do a bit of an AR wheel type thing so it can just do fancy graphics while it's spun around, but that never happened. Elastic band and a lolly stick. Ah, that's true, Proogs. Actually, I might be able to just jam the lolly stick inside of that gap there. Yeah, I might be able to just do that. So actually, it's good. Surely the flapper is replaceable. Probably is, Arden Vets. It's just getting the plastic to do that. Or it's a case of I need... Well, here's the thing. I know I need a wheel for one of the games that I'm doing at QNL2. And it's going to be a different kind of wheel, and I don't know if I want to try and get a new wheel for that or not. So yeah, it's in the list of things. And yeah, speaking of QNL2, we've got some games listed. I'm not going to tell you what those are just yet. You'll have to wait and find out in a couple of weeks' time as to what is going to be appearing at QNL2. But we have decided, and the hosts have already been informed as to what games have been accepted and what ones have been rejected. The whole weekend of PQA, it could be Topper, depending on what happens. It could be because all of my offerings. Sorry, one of my offering is ready. The others are not ready at all. Naked Attraction was surprise choice. Yeah, we could just about wrangle that. Russian Roulette Ash somehow got trapdoors. Yes, indeed. Unfortunately, I can't do that. To have an offering ready. Yeah, but that was a backup option, I will say. That one that has an offering ready is a backup option. Text donate 10 to 69420 to donate £10 to Ash's Fund to buy a new wheel. No, don't be doing that. But thank you for the 100 bits. But I will quickly say, if you do want to attend QNL2, please go to the link for the tickets and purchase a ticket for attendance. It's now less than 3 months away. It's just £30 for the entire weekend if you can make it. Do I have that as an actual command? I'm pretty certain I should do. Do I really not? Wow, that's terrible of me. I should have that as a link. But let me get that for you. Here it is. There you go. Have a link. I'll need to add that to the bots to sort that out. Yeah, do go and do that if you can. I think I need to do the wheel spin, and then we can close this stream out. So, what's going to happen? Let's find out. Spin the wheel. Here we go. Oh, very wobbly today. And it's a tipping point. Oh my god, we're going to be here for a while. Tipping point for 45k. Okay. So then, tipping point, eh? Let me open up the app and get tipping point ready. Let me do that one. Yeah, we'll do that one there. And we're going to do this as a prediction-y doober, I think. Yeah, I think we'll do this as a prediction-y doober. So, let me see my thing, my overlay manager, because I have this thing as an option. We'll do that camera there as well. There we go. So, the prediction we'll go live for is, with the value of, what was it, 45,000? Yes, 45,000, which will split. The question is going to be, will the jackpot counter go over the tipping point in 14 counters or fewer, question mark. Yes and no. Now obviously that is what the question is going to be. There you go. But don't say anything yet because we don't know where it's gone yet. Also, music. Let me bring the music volume down a bit. For the prediction, all you need to say is yes or no. In a moment, don't do it just yet. It's not active. But also, we need to actually put it somewhere. So let me get the jackpot counter. And tonight, Matthew, I'm going to put it in drop zone 3. I'm going to put it in one of the silly drop zones. In fact, literally in the centre of the machine. That is where it's going to go. I know Twitter's going to be so mad at me. The Daily Mail is going to be so mad at me. The Metro is going to be so mad at me. Oh, shit. Well, we're doing this now. Have a second one. Have a second one. So, I'm going to have to change the question to say, will either jackpot counter? That is the question now. Will either? So, will either jackpot counter go over the tipping point in... Was it 14 or fewer, I said? Yes, 14 or fewer. Then, let me press the go button. Place your bets now. Yes or no? Yes or no? Oh, I do need the you bet music here. Or, I'd still also need to get the betting end sound in here as well. Tonight, singing live, Ash the Bash will be Ash the Bash. Yes, I will. Darts. Get those votes in. Oh, and the built version on the web doesn't have the counter yet. Ah, yeah, I do need to redo that at some point. Do need to rebuild. I know you did. And I know I literally did it because I literally played it out of Discord. But I just need to add it to my new thing. Do you want to see the new thing? Yeah, here's my new thing. That's literally my new thing, is I now have a thing that does all of my overlay manager. It's all in one window, but it also displays the alerts and also displays the fancy graphics on the splash screen. So it does all of that in one. And it's supposed to be its own built thing. But obviously, I'm still trying to debug all these sub-alerts not working. So that's what I've got, is that. What are the odds accidentally starts dropping jackpot counters to push the jackpot counters over the tipping point? While you're getting a drink, you can have a look again, Topper. There you go. There's a thing for you. That's the exciting thing I've done, is this thing. It's my overlay manager. It allows me to sort out all of my alerts and polls and do payouts and things like that. And just does everything in the one window rather than like everything. Also, that link I posted for the ticket tailor was missing a 7. God, I'm so terrible. That's the full link for getting the ticket. If you tried the other one, it wouldn't have worked. That's the correct link. So, I'm going to close the bidding on that. Hide it away. No more bids. Betting ends. Oh, something flying in here. So 14 counters is what we're looking at here. Let's find out how many it will take. Let's not do another jackpot counter. And we're going to try our best, I think, to get this down, which means I'm going to go with drop zone 3. And we're going to go now. Okay. We can do something with this. We can definitely do something with this. Certainly not the one I wanted to go for, but we'll go with it. For the chat font, no. I can't remember what font that is. But it's the same font I used for the Shot in the Dark app, and it was also the same one I use on the poll. Though it's slightly, I think it's demi-bold rather than regular. So yeah, I can't remember the exact name of it, but it's a sans something. Oh, I'll have to look at it afterwards. Anyway, we ignore the £200 over the tipping points. That's 1 down, 13 counters left to go. Let's continue on. Drop zone 3. Drop. Okay. Well, this is a good start. Just stay there. Hang on. Just stay there. Get over. Oh, not quite. It's dangling. Dangling on the top shelf. Don't care about that flop. I don't really care about this push either. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, progress being made. 2 down, 12 to go. Drop zone 3 again, please. Let's continue making progress on the left-hand side of the drop zone, shall we? Go. Left-hand side. Left-hand side. No. Ugh. That's just going to go in that gap now. And do... Oh, okay, we'll take it. We'll take it. It was just enough lateral. Just enough lateral to get down onto the bottom shelf. We take those. So that's 3 down. 11 to go. And we already have one on the bottom shelf. Drop zone 3. Go. Lateral is copyright of pad... I actually can't remember the number now. Pad 27, is it? And flop. Nothing there. Pad 26. Pad 24. It's a pad number. Okay, continuing on. Drop zone 3 again. And drop. And that's not going to go anywhere, is it? But we're making progress. Okay. So is that 9 left to go now? I think it is. Drop zone 3 again. And go. This is a nice position. This is a very nice position. We like this. Silver token, silver counter over the shelf. Yes. Great lineup. It is now on the tipping point. Just need to do that again. Exactly that again. 8 left to go. Drop zone 3. And button. It's gone to the right. Not happy with that, but hey, maybe we get a different jackpot counter down to the bottom shelf. It's down. And 422 over the tipping point. Cool. 7 left to go. Drop zone 3. And let's do it. Good position. Nice. Get over. Get over. Get over! And it's done! Easy! Easy game. They still had 6 counters to go. Well, there you go. Let me show that poll, and congratulations to the yeses. You get some doots. Apparently, it failed to pay the doots. Why did it fail to pay the doots? That's very naughty of it. Who are those that said yes? I'll have to look back at the chat. But unfortunately, it did not pay out. Why did it not pay out? Probably because I changed the code. Well, insert or update onto table that violates the foreign key constraint. Oh, yeah. It's because I've done a new... It did pay them. Ah, okay. So what it's done is it's paid them, but it's not done the other thing that I've got. So yeah, the other thing didn't get updated. Okay, fine. Whatever. That's fine. By the way, the other thing I'm talking about is it now tracks, or at least tries to track the individual changes of the doots. It was supposed to be a split of 45k. It now tracks the individual doot changes and it logs them individually on my end so that I can see how the doots have changed over time. And in theory, what I can do is be able to give that information out to you as well, so that you can see how you've been earning your doots over the season, rather than just a lump sum and gone, how did I get this number? So yeah, it's not updated that part, but it has paid out the doots. So that's something I can easily fix on my end, and I'll be able to work it out. Graph, yes! That was a thing I thought of, Amy, is that I could do a graph so you can see your doot progression over the season as a function of time. So you can see where it spikes or whatever. Audit hype! It is very much an audit trail as well, Tadaro, yes. For my own benefit, for debugging as well, so I know how how doots have come around. So the doots have been paid, and I'll be able to see what that means and who that should have been. Box plot. Oh, I don't know about box plots, Topper. That's a different thing. But anyway, that brings us to a close on tonight's stream. Thank you very much for tuning in. I will be back next Wednesday. What do I actually have on the schedule? Negative doots. Oh, I can certainly do negative doots, Tadaro. That's very easy. Look, I can do that. Add doots. At bash. -1. There you go, I've got -1 doots. And if I look on the back end, it tells me that I paid myself with a chat adjustment of -1. So yeah, you can do -1 doots, no problem at all. Quizzy Dan needs his 1 doot. Oh, he does, doesn't it? That's true. Quizzy Dan, you can have your 1 doots. There you go. Have a chat adjustment. Paid out on 9:42:26 GMT. Chat adjustment to Quizzy Dan. Right. That is it for me. What have I got for you next week? I actually can't remember. Oh, no, wait. Winning lines on the Wednesday. And then the Friday... Can't remember. I need to actually write the schedule down. 9:42 as in GMT 9:42 only. It stores the time regardless of daylight savings. So it uses proper GMT UTC time. That's why it says 9:42. Yes, the Wonderwall is back next week on Wednesday, and then I can't remember what we've got on Friday, but I'll need to look at the schedule and stuff. Anyway, let's go and find out someone to raid into. Hardyway is live if we need to raid in. Let's have a look. Let's see who we have to raid into. Twitch, go away. I'm not going to knock on Mr. Gamerman's door. Oh, bloody Twitch. As if that's the option it's providing me to do first, is to knock on someone's door. Oh, Taro's live. Taro. Ooh. If so, we can go and raid into them. Why am I not following them? Should be following them. Apparently not. Well, I'm going to go and follow them in a moment. And we'll say hi to Taro Nuke. Yeah. Let's go and raid Taro Nuke. And whatever spelling you want to go for, we'll go raid with Buff. Because of course we are. We'll raid with Buff. Enjoy the rest of the week. I'll be back next Wednesday with Winning Lines Wednesday. There might be some Wipeout on Friday. I feel like that should probably be a thing that happens on the Friday. Anyway, take care, and I will see you soon. Bye. Where's the button? There's the button.